Hi. Today I'm going to talk to you about the presidential crisis going on in Venezuela and why that's worth paying attention to. So earlier this year, an already fragile Venezuela was thrown into turmoil when the legitimacy of their president, Nicolas Maduro, was called into question. Venezuela's been dealing with famine for quite some time. A lot of people blame that on the government there. And at the end of 2018, they held elections. Nicolas Maduro, the interim president, was reelected with 68% of the vote. The National Assembly, which is part of the government in Venezuela, called those election results into question. And they said that it was illegitimate and that the election was rigged. As a result of that, the leader of the National Assembly, Juan Guaido, swore himself in as president. The reaction to that has been mixed, with some of the major world powers backing Juan Guaido, such as the United States, the European Union, and the G7, whereas some of the other world powers, such as Russia, China, and Turkey, have remained in support of Nicolas Maduro. Now, Maduro has refused to cede his power, which has led to a crisis in that country. Right now, they essentially have two presidents. Maduro is in charge of the military and is refusing to leave, and Juan Guaido claims that he is the rightful president, and he is supported by our president as well as the leaders of the European Union. So where does this situation stand today? In recent days, it's been on the news. China and Russia have sent troops into Venezuela to support Maduro. President Trump has tweeted at Russia telling them that they need to get out. China and Russia are both accusing the United States of meddling in Venezuela, as they have in other Latin American countries in the past. So basically, to sum things up, Maduro was elected towards the end of 2018, re-elected. A portion of their government, the National Assembly, claimed that those election results were illegitimate, and they had their leader, Juan Guaido, swear himself in as president. And to this day, there has not been a conclusion. So why is this important? Why should you care? Because the major world powers are not agreeing on what the solution should be. So the fact that Russia and China are sending in troops, the United States has threatened to send in troops, that situation is already tense and could become a global situation if things get out of control. So that's why it should be important to you. That's why I think it's worth paying attention to. So thank you, and I hope that you learned something more than you already knew.